Hello, jazz fans. Rick Hirsch here with another installment of Free Chart Friday. Today I've got a tune for you that is dedicated an homage to two of my favorite musicians, and that's Paquito D'Rivera and his longtime frontline partner, Claudio Roditi. So before I go on, I just will remind you that you can download the lead sheets for this tune for free at my website. The link should be below in the description. A little bit of background on a personal note about Paquito D'Rivera and Claudio Roditi. When I was about 15 or 16, really just kind of getting bitten by the jazz bug, I discovered Paquito's music. This was before the internet, before it was easy to find jazz in a small town. I went to my local public library and thumbed through their vinyl, and they had, I don't know, maybe about this many jazz records, maybe two of this many jazz records, a couple columns deep, thumbing through, and lo and behold, there were a couple records of some Cuban sax player called Paquito D'Rivera, and I thought, those look pretty cool, I'll try them. And I was hooked. He was my main man for at least a year or two. And Claudio was on most of his recordings. Claudio plays the rotary valve flugelhorn as well as valve trombone, or at least used to play valve trombone. I don't know if he does it so much anymore. And I got to go see those guys play in Philly when I was maybe 18 or 19. I saw them in Penn's Landing, so that would have been 88, 89, something like that. And icing on the cake, when I was in graduate school at Northern Illinois University, I got to play a couple concerts backing them up, both Paquito and Claudio. It was super cool. So anyways, that's the end of the personal note. Let me tell you about the music. You hear it perhaps a little bit below my voice. It's a nice, kind of happy jazz samba, which of course those guys played a lot of. Paquito, being Cuban, is not necessarily native to the samba, but Claudio, who's from Brazil, which is where the samba comes from, brings that to the mix. But this tune, I don't know, somehow reminds me of something that they would play. It's not specifically derivative. I wasn't trying to, ape or copy Paquito's music, but just trying to, think about the feeling of his music and maybe some of the vocabulary that he might use, and this is what I have. So a couple things about it. I have a version for jazz combo, and I also have a version for sax quartet. I will tell you about the jazz version first, because that's what we're hearing. I've got the lead sheets. They pretty much play themselves. Download them, try them with your band, see if you like it. It's a nice tune, I think. If you want something a little more substantial, I do have a sextet arrangement of it, so 3 horn parts with various mix and match parts, flugelhorn, flute, alto, tenor, soprano, bari, sax, trombone, so you can really see, whoever's available, basically. That chart also has notated rhythm section parts, so it's going to help your bassist, your piano player out with voicings. And it has a little shout chorus in there that kind of has like an 8-bar horn thing with then an 8-bar drum solo, and it has a coda built into it with a nice tag using Paquito's Salt Peanuts tagline at the end, of course. So that's on my website as well. You can purchase that, and if you're a sax player, I have a sax quartet version, probably a medium advanced level, not so much an adaptation of this tune, but treatment of this tune. Slightly retitled, since Claudio does not play saxophone. I kind of pulled his name off the title, and it's just Paquito de Habana. He, of course, grew up in Havana, Cuba, so that's that reference. But has a couple improvised passages in there for alto and baritone. If your alto or bari player don't improvise, there is a fully notated solo they can use as well. So I think they're worth checking out. And at the very least, go ahead and download the free lead sheet. Have fun with it. Drop me a line or put a comment here on the video, and I'll catch you next time. Hey, thanks.